thanks. Tragedy again for our men and women in blue. A Mobile police officer taking his own life early this morning.
This news comes on the heels of a series of police tragedies over the past week. NBC 15's Rachel Wilkerson has this heartbreaking story. Rachel?
Kim McGregor source says Carmen wasn't answering his radio, so officers went to check on him. When they arrived, they found him unresponsive.
Had a very bright future here, a very smart, personable young man, a true talent. He's going to be greatly missed.
Mobile's men and women in blue are now coping with the loss of 29-year-old officer Justin Carmen. Mobile police officers found Carmen dead in his patrol unit today with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
They are harder hit by going and discovering Justin, and then as the day goes on, you realize you're not going to see him again. So it is absolutely a loss for us all, but his brothers in the 3rd Precinct are really feeling the worst part of it.
Sources say Carmen was communicating with fellow officers about personal issues, but seemed to be in good spirits. Sergeant John Young is a peer counselor for the department. He says deputies often put their emotions aside, but he wants the community to know there are programs, and he's pushing for better promotion of them.
It doesn't have to be in a formal environment. It could be in an office, it could be in a car, it could be out in the park, it could be anywhere. So we have to not only make it available, but promote it.
Public Safety Director James Barber says it's been a tough year for not only MPD officers, but law enforcement across the state.
You know, in Alabama alone is probably leading the country. Wouldn't surprise me if we're leading the country in line of duty deaths.
6 officers have been shot and killed in Alabama since January.
You know, unfortunately, one of those also being a Mobile police officer, Sean Tudor, who was killed back in January of this year.
Our city that is still recovering from such a tragic loss, now preparing to lay a second Mobile officer to rest.
As long as the Mobile Police Department lives, they live within us. They are never truly gone. They're never, ever forgotten.
The department is asking for prayers for Officer Carmen's family and the Mobile Police Department. Kim?
Rachel, thank you. At NBC 15, it's not normally our policy to report suicides, but with our officers under fire nearly every day already, we want to spread awareness on this issue. If you or someone you know needs help, call the Suicide Prevention Hotline. They provide free and confidential support 24 hours a day. Do not hesitate to call.